Nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, the Pikey Peak Trek is a hidden gem that beckons to those seeking an authentic and immersive adventure. This journey takes you through a tapestry of stunning landscapes, from lush rhododendron forests to snow-capped peaks, offering a glimpse into the rich cultural heritage of the region. As you traverse the trails, you'll encounter friendly locals and their equally amiable canine companions. Their warm smiles and wagging tails are testament to the welcoming spirit of the Himalayas. Our journey's crowning glory is the summit of Pikey Peak, where you'll be rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views of the Himalayas, from Annapurna to Everest to Kanchenjunga. Along the way, you'll have the opportunity to explore charming villages, each with its own unique character and traditions, and immerse yourself in the spiritual essence of ancient monasteries. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or a first-time adventurer, the Pikey Peak Trek promises an unforgettable journey that will leave an indelible mark on your soul. I'm Nicholas Eager, an expert independent hiker, writer, and storyteller. I have had the privilege of personally hiking the Pikey Peak Trek in Nepal, and I am thrilled to share my experiences and knowledge with you through this comprehensive hiking guide. In this guide, I will take you on a journey through the stunning landscapes and charming villages of the Pikey Peak Trek. I'll provide you with a detailed itinerary describing each day's route and the unique experiences you can expect along the way. From the breathtaking sunrise views at the summit of Pikey Peak to the warm hospitality of the locals in the villages, I'll paint a vivid picture of what this hike has to offer. Moreover, I'll share essential information on the various route options, the costs involved, and the basic things every hiker should know before embarking on this adventure. My goal is to provide you with all the necessary tools and insights to help you plan and prepare for your own unforgettable Pikey Peak Trek experience. So join me on this journey as we explore a hidden gem of the Himalayas together. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and amazed by the natural beauty and cultural richness of the Pikey Peak Trek. If you're new to this channel, I craft expert hiking guides like these that help you go on your own adventures. So if you like this kind of content, then maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future adventures. Before we begin, there are a few essential things you need to know. The weather on the Pikey Peak Trek varies by season. In spring, expect mild days and chilly nights with rhododendrons in bloom. Summer brings monsoon rains, lush greenery, and occasional thunderstorms. Autumn offers crisp, clear skies, ideal for mountain views. Winter days are cold and dry with snow possible at higher elevations, transforming the landscape. Regardless of season, layers are essential as temperatures fluctuate. It's worth noting that the Pikey Peak Trek offers multiple route options depending on individual preferences and time constraints. Hikers can choose to start their journey from Dap, Jiri, Saleri, or Paplu, each offering its own unique charm and challenges. For those seeking a longer and more adventurous experience, the hike can be extended from June Besi to Surkhe, serving as a gateway to the renowned Everest Base Camp or the challenging Three Passes Trek, which I personally embarked upon. If you're interested in learning more about the Everest region, you might want to watch the other videos on my channel. Most hotel owners in Kathmandu can help you arrange jeep or plane transportation to your chosen starting point, be it Jiri, Saleri, Dap, or Paplu. It's crucial to bring enough cash with you from Kathmandu to cover your expenses during the hike. You will be hiking through remote villages with no option to withdraw cash. Most villages along the Pikey Peak Trek route, even the smaller ones, offer basic accommodation and food options. You do not need to bring camping or cooking gear unless you want the flexibility to spend the night anywhere. I'll cover the required budget and my gear recommendations in more detail at the end of the video. Now let's walk through an example itinerary of my Pikey Peak Trek. Day 0. Arriving in Dap from Kathmandu. As the sun begins to set over the majestic Himalayas, we arrive in the charming village of Dap. The friendly locals and their equally welcoming dogs greet you with warm smiles, setting the tone for your upcoming adventure. Take a moment to absorb the breathtaking sunset views of the towering peaks, hinting at the incredible journey that awaits you. We settle in for the night, eager for the adventures that await us in the days to come. Day 1. Hiking from Dap to Bulblay. Embark on your trek through the stunning valleys that connect Dap to Bulblay. The trail winds through picturesque landscapes, offering a glimpse into the untouched beauty of Nepal's countryside. As you traverse the gentle slopes, take in the serene atmosphere and let the tranquility of nature envelop you. Day 2. Hiking from Bulblay to Pikey Peak Base Camp. The trail leads us through an enchanting rhododendron forest, its vibrant blooms adding a splash of color to the lush green landscape. As we approach Pikey Peak Base Camp, we find ourselves in a charming cluster of hotels, where the locals welcome us with open arms. We rest our weary legs and prepare for the early morning summit that promises to be the highlight of our hike. Day 3. An early morning summit followed by a hike to Junbesi. In the still of the night, we set out for the summit, our headlamps illuminating the path before us. As we climb higher, the first rays of the sun begin to peek over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the snow-capped peaks. At the summit, we are rewarded with a panoramic view of the Himalayas that takes our breath away. Mount Everest, Lhotse, and Makalu stand tall and proud, their majestic presence humbling us in the face of nature's grandeur. After basking in the glory of the summit, we begin our descent back into the rhododendron forest. The trail is long but gentle, allowing us to take in the beauty of our surroundings at a leisurely pace. As we arrive in Junbesi, we find ourselves charmed by the village's unique architecture and the nearby monasteries that beckon us to explore their ancient halls. Day 4. Taking a rest day in Junbesi. We take a well-deserved rest day in Junbesi, my favorite village of the hike. The intricate architecture and the serene atmosphere of the nearby monasteries, Tubten Koling and Pugmoche, captivate our hearts and minds. We spend the day wandering through the village, engaging with the locals, and immersing ourselves in the rich cultural beauty of the region. Day 5. Hiking from Junbesi to Jubing. For those who wish to continue onwards to the Khumbu region, the path leads us from Junbesi to Jubing. The hike is long, but the trail offers plenty of opportunities to explore other villages along the way. We take our time, savoring each moment and the unique experiences that each village has to offer. Day 6. Hiking from Jubing to Boombury. We venture off the beaten path to the village of Boombury, a hidden gem that captures our hearts with its warm and welcoming inhabitants. We spend the night in a monastery, immersing ourselves in the spiritual essence of the place. The village's authenticity and the genuine kindness of its people leave an indelible mark on our souls. Day 7. hiking from Boomburi to Karikola. The hike from Boomburi to Karikola is short and gentle, allowing us to take in the stunning landscapes at a relaxed pace. As we arrive in Karikola, we find ourselves surrounded by the bustling activity of farm life, the locals tending to their crops with a sense of purpose and dedication that is truly inspiring. Day 8, hiking from Karikola to Surkhe. Our final day on the trail is a long and demanding one, but the anticipation of reaching Surkhe, the last village before the most popular EBC route in Nepal, fuels our determination. As we arrive in Surkhe, we feel a sense of accomplishment and gratitude for the incredible journey we have undertaken, the memories we have made, and the people we have met along the way. As an avid hiker and storyteller, I've had the privilege of exploring the breathtaking Pikey Peak Trek in Nepal. Along the way, I discovered several hidden gems that left a lasting impression on my memory. Here are 3 personal highlights that I believe every hiker should experience. Standing atop Pikey Peak at sunrise, I was awestruck by the panoramic view of the Himalayas. The golden light illuminating the snow-capped peaks of Mount Everest, Lhotse, and Makalu was a sight I will never forget. The sense of accomplishment and the sheer beauty of the moment made the early morning trek to the summit an unforgettable experience. Junbesi quickly became my favorite village along the hike. The unique architecture, friendly locals and nearby monasteries, Tubten Koling and Pug Moche, captured my heart. I spent hours exploring the village, engaging with the locals, and immersing myself in the rich Sherpa culture. The authentic experiences and genuine connections I made in Junbesi will stay with me forever. Venturing off the beaten path to Boomburi was a decision I'll never forget. This hidden gem of a village welcomed me with open arms, and the warmth of the locals left a lasting impression on my soul. Spending the night in a monastery allowed me to connect with the spiritual essence of the place, making my time here an unforgettable highlight of my hike. While the Pikey Peak Trek is relatively affordable compared to other popular routes in Nepal, it's essential to budget accordingly to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience. Jeep transportation from Kathmandu to your chosen starting point typically costs around $18 one way. Expect to spend between $8 to $18 per day per person on food, depending on your preferences and the availability of options in the villages along the route. Double rooms in the villages along the route usually cost between $4 to $8 per night. Some guest houses may offer free accommodation if you agree to purchase a couple of meals from them. The cost of permits varies depending on your starting point. Be sure to research the current permit requirements and fees for your specific route. If you choose to hire a local guide, expect to pay between $25 to $35 per day, plus a tip. However, if you prefer to hike independently, you can save on this cost. Now let's talk about what you should bring. The Pikey Peak Trek requires essential hiking gear, including sturdy hiking boots, warm and waterproof clothing layers, a reliable backpack, a sleeping bag rated for cold temperatures, and a headlamp. Don't forget to pack a reusable water bottle, water purification system, and basic first aid kit. Additionally, bring sun protection, such as sunglasses, a hat, and sunscreen, as well as a map, compass, and navigation tools. It's crucial to be well prepared with the right gear to ensure a safe and comfortable trekking experience in the Himalayas. These essentials enhance readiness for your own Pikey Peak Trek. However, the list is not all-encompassing. Check the link in the description for the full list of gear I typically bring with me for hikes like these. The Pikey Peak Trek is a truly remarkable journey that offers a unique blend of natural beauty, cultural richness, and personal growth. As you traverse the trails, you'll be challenged physically and mentally, but the rewards are immeasurable. From the stunning panoramic views of the Himalayas to the heart-warming interactions with locals, this hike will leave an indelible mark on your soul. So pack your bags, lace up your boots, and embark on an adventure that will stay with you long after you've returned home. The Pikey Peak Trek awaits, ready to inspire and transform you in ways you never thought possible.